The day is almost here. Time for the big game when number 1 ranked Oregon takes on number 3 Penn State for the Big Ten championship game. KGW sports reporter Orlando Sanchez is live this morning from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis with a preview. Orlando, how are we feeling this morning?
Ashley, let's just say no one is more thrilled than your boy to have this game being played indoors at Lucas Oil Stadium right behind me, home to the NFL's Indianapolis Colts. But this Saturday, it will be home to the Big Ten championship game. And as I was flying here about 2,000 miles away from the PNW, I was wondering, would any Ducks fans make the trip out here? And let's just say I ran into a couple that are fired up to be here.
Well, my son went to U of O, and we've been Ducks fans for the last 15 years. So we're on our way out to watch them win.
What are you looking forward to out there?
Winning.
It's just exhilarating. It's just every game is different. The fan bases at all these different Big Ten schools are awesome. It's just been, everyone's just got so much energy. So it's been great to share it with all the fans, that maybe have been casual before, but now are really into it.
All right, let's talk football. This is the first meeting between Oregon and Penn State in 3 decades. Oregon is the last undefeated team in college football, facing one loss, Penn State, ranked 3rd. The Ducks are led by quarterback Dylan Gabriel, the conference's Offensive Player of the Year and potential Heisman Trophy finalist. But if you haven't been paying attention, this defense is nasty. Top 10 nationally in many categories, from points allowed to sacks. These dudes create havoc and make opposing quarterbacks miserable. The same can be said for their opponent, the Penn State Nittany Lions. It's their identity, and this defense is stingy, especially in the second half. They haven't given up a third quarter touchdown all season, led by an elite pass rusher in Abdul Carter, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Penn State wants to run the ball and get their best player involved. That would be number 44. Take note, his name, Tyler Warren. He's a tight end, but they put him everywhere on the field. He's a special player, and you will see him play on Sundays in the NFL, mark my words. Oregon has to slow him down, or it is going to be a long day. Now, as I mentioned, this is a top 3 matchup. The Oregon Ducks, undefeated, the top-ranked team in the nation. They are 3.5-point favorites. But if you check ESPN's matchup predictor, they actually give a slight edge to Penn State. Kind of like a pick'em. This should be a good one as the Ducks and Nittany Lions get it going here on Saturday. Ashley.
Orlando, even though these two teams are across the country from each other, they do have a history. They faced off before in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, it's been a minute, though, and that's kind of one of the treats of Oregon joining the Big Ten Conference is you get these matchups that you otherwise wouldn't get or rarely get. As you mentioned, that Rose Bowl game was back in 1995, and even when I was flying on the plane here and hearing other Ducks fans talk about it, they wanted to forget all about that, because it was victory Penn State back in 95, and it wasn't a pleasant experience for those Ducks fans in Pasadena. And overall, Penn State holds that matchup lead 3-1. This will be the 5th all-time meeting between those two teams. As I mentioned, the Ducks slight favorites. Let's see how this one plays out. It should be a good one heading into the Big Ten championship game.